Here we are at the end of day one. We just did the qualifying rounds where each pilot flew individually. And I gotta tell you, it was not only exciting, but really surprising. Some had flown the Phantom series before, some haven't. Some were bothered by the wind, some weren't. Only the top half are gonna move on to the semifinals. While we have a little bit of downtime, I wanted to hear from the judges. Ferdinand, you were in what we call the right lane of the day, right? And early on, there were 6 crashes and well, they were all in your lane. Is there anything you can see that maybe was the reason for that?
I don't know, Ty. So when we started and we had like the first 3 crashes in a row, we were like, okay, what's wrong with our lane? Is there anything wrong with the Phantom? But we made sure that we double-checked the Phantom after each crash. It flew perfectly. So we thought that maybe it's the layout, but it's exactly the same layout on any lane.
Well, I'm not sure what the right and the center lane had, but I had a lot of interference with the middle course.
Wait, I'm sorry, explain. Interference, how? What happened?
My pilots had a tendency to kind of come into the middle course instead of stick to their own course. That was the theme on the left lane.
I see. Now, Isabelle, did anyone today stand out in your mind? You walk away thinking like, man, I remember that pilot. That person's gonna go.
That 14-year-old kid, he has a bright future.
Tell us, what was the demeanor of the pilots? Were they relaxed? Were they excited? Were they nervous? What'd you find?
There was a total mix of emotions. One guy said to me, "I'm so nervous, I can hear my heartbeat in my ears." So I was like, just calm down, dude. It's just about safe flying, have fun, it's all good.
How's the feel? I gotta say, normally I go out, fly my Phantom. It's me, kind of by myself. But out here today, it's all of a sudden now a communal event.
Yeah, it's people coming together for their own passion of flying, and it's great to see because I think it triggers everyone's happiness, and everyone just gets a little bit more excited than you do what you normally do when you're outside on your own.
I know this is the first day, it was very exciting, but where do we go from here? It seems like there's so much potential.
We'll definitely expand everything because it just took off so good and people are like really happy to take part of it. Maybe we get it at a point where it's like an extreme sport or like the e-sport, the computer gaming. People are very interested in participating. So I think a bright future for the DJI Games.
Nothing but potential here, and if you could just feel the excitement out there today, it was great. Well, speaking of what happens next, it's time for us to go out and maybe break some hearts, make some people happy. They got to know what their score are, and we have to move on so they're ready for the semifinals tomorrow. So I want to thank all of our judges. We still got more work to do, but that's the end of day one. Keep watching.